Alright folks, Mr. Heiser here. Beginning the pegboard toy project, we are going to start out by making our parts. The pegboard toy project has 3 different pegs and a pegboard that we'll start with. So to start out by making our pegs, I'm going to go New and select standard.ipt and create. And start a 2D sketch like we always do on the XY plane. So I start out by drawing my circle peg. I'm going to use the circle tool here, and in the middle, click and just move out. And I'm going to dimension my circle to a diameter of 1. And that'd be 1 inch, obviously. Alright, I'm fully constrained, so I can finish the sketch and extrude and change this to a length of 3 inches. And there is my circle peg. The last thing I can do is come up to my browser here and select a material, which, why not denim blue? It seems about right. And that is the material, or the color I should say, that I'm adding to my circle peg. So when I get done, don't forget to save. So I'm going to come up to my application menu and do a save as. Now mine says desktop. Yours is probably going to say documents up here. You want to click this, and you're going to select the very last option, which is the first initial of your first name, followed by your last name, or the beginning of your last name, and 000 or 001, along those lines. That is called your H drive, and that is where you need to save things. If you don't, you will lose them. And then title this, obviously, Circle Peg, and hit save. Alright. So next we need to make our square peg. So I'm going to go File, New, Standard IPT, create the 2D sketch on the XY plane, and use the rectangle tool to draw a 4-sided shape. And because I want this to be a 1-inch square, I can use my Equal tool and select a horizontal line and a vertical line. And you'll notice that my dimensions needed went from 2 to 1. Lastly, I can just dimension this square to 1 inch. And if it goes off the page, just remember to hit your front view on your view cube, remember. And because it's fully constrained in blue, I can hit Finish Sketch. Go to my home view. And just like the circle, I'm going to extrude this to a length of 3 inches as well. And don't forget to color it. This time, let's go different. Let's go wall paint, huh? Let's go with that. And then I'm going to save it and do a save as. This will be called Square Peg. And there's our first 2 pegs. Alright, our last peg is going to be the triangle peg. So I'm going to open up a new part file. 2D sketch. And instead of drawing these freehand, the easiest way to draw this is to come up here and I'm going to search for polygon. There it is. And a triangle has 3 sides to it, so I'm going to type in 3 right here. Do not hit done though. I'm going to come over here to the middle, click, and move my mouse out. You'll notice that it draws a 3-sided shape, also known as a triangle, and I can hit done. Alright, it's telling me that I'm missing 2 dimensions. Well, one of them is using what's called horizontal constraint here. Horizontal constraint is going to take a line that may be sloped or at an angle and make it perfectly horizontal. And when I click that, it does, and you'll notice that my dimensions needed went to 1. Lastly, I'm going to use the dimension tool here, and I'm going to dimension this baseline to 1 inch. You'll notice that it's now fully constrained in blue, so I can finish the sketch, hit extrude, extrude it to 3 inches. Don't forget to change the color. Let's go with olive green, why not? and do a save as. And let's go triangle peg this time. Again, don't forget to save these to your H drive. And that's how you make the 3 pegs. Our last part we're going to make is our board, which can take some time. So I'm going to go up to New and do a new part file. And I'm going to draw a rectangle. I might have to search for it up here now because it disappeared when I did the polygon. And I'm just going to draw a rectangle. And I'm going to dimension this rectangle to a height of 0.75 and a length of 5.75. Try to center. This is the side of my pegboard. And so I'm going to finish the sketch, and I'm going to extrude this a depth of 3 inches. This represents my actual board. Okay. Alright, so now I need to put some holes in this pegboard. So I'm going to create 2D sketch and select the top face here. Don't forget to project your geometry when adding features to a solid model. And now I just simply draw my 3 shapes. So I'm going to draw a circle on here. I'm going to draw a rectangle on here. I'm going to search for that polygon tool again. Don't forget to type in 3 and then draw your 3-sided shape and hit done. Alright, now it says I'm missing 11 dimensions, but don't panic. A couple of these are geometric constraints, so I can use my equal tool on my square. Let me go down to 10. Use my horizontal constraint tool on my triangle base. And now we go down to 9. And now we just simply start dimensioning the sizes of the shapes, so which are all 1. So my circle is 1 inch in diameter. My square is a 1 by 1 square. My triangle is a 1 inch perfect triangle. I'm now down to 6, just like that. So the circle and triangle are the easier ones to do because they have center points. So I can center this from here to here, a distance of 1.5. From here to here on the other side, a distance of 1.5. From the center point to the edge, even, I can dimension this to a distance of 1.5. Likewise on the other side. Pretty easy. The square gets a little trickier because there's no center point. Well, I know that if it's a 1 inch square and that it's 3 inches from here to here, to center it, it should be 1 inch from the bottom to the bottom. That one's easy. But to center it now from here to here, let's go 2.875. No, that didn't work. Let's try. All right. We can go 2.5. Well, we could even go 2.375. There we go. Even better. So you notice that all my lines are blue. My geometry is all blue. It says fully constrained. So I can finish sketch. I'm going to hit extrude, but this time we're trying to remove material. So I'm going to select the cut button right here, which is meant for cutting things out. And I need to select all 3 of these at the same time. If you don't select all of them at the same time, you'll have to redo some of them and then hit OK. I'm going to do a save as. Save it as pegboard. And there you have it. That is how you make your pegs in your peg board.